Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. Today is October 3rd, and it is now 8:10 a.m. And we are going to do a very simple technical analysis for Bitcoin and ETH. And I'm going to, for the rest of the alter coins, I'm going to divide them up into individual videos so that people who are interested in different videos, or people who are interested in different coins can, quickly filter through by just search for the video. And it might be easier for them, more work for me though. But all right, just providing service for the people, right? So without further ado, let's look at Bitcoin. And there are some people asking me about like how I analyze these coins and then what is my process, right? It's actually quite simple. I usually have a list of coins that I'm interested in, from whatever research, like people talking about it, I heard about it, that I found out interesting. I'll just add them to the list. And I don't really actually follow too many coins because if you do pay attention, there's only those handful that outperforms. So all you need to do is to find out the hopefuls and then try to track and then find out whether or not they are about to explode, and get in before it does, or follow the trend or whatever, right? But my process really is, once you have identified a coin to follow or watch, usually for example, Bitcoin is the number one coin that you should watch. You switch to the biggest time frame in my that you're comfortable with. Usually I look at the daily, right? Because weekly, although it does have this really consolidated, condensed type of time frame, but it's just too long. It doesn't really tell you that much, but it does tell you that, okay, something, right? So then you can look for trend. And as you can see, we are kind of, from the weekly time frame, we're kind of in this, exchange support swap, right? It's not, well, it's actually a bit concerning because we're seeing lower highs here, right? If in the next few weeks the highs doesn't exceed 52, we're probably gonna be seeing some downtrend, and that's, but then again, we are just speculating the market, and that's exactly what we shouldn't be doing, because you look at the chart, right? All you can tell is what's a current trend. Right now, we're still bull, right? Although there's some people here, actually a great amount of people joined right here. So but right now on the weekly time frame, we are bull. We're bullish. Higher and lower low, right? Higher and lower low. So and we're going to consider the current trend being bullish. And looking at the daily chart will somewhat confirm, but then again, for the most recent trend, you probably will see this, right? So this doorway kind of drawing here. It's not too bad considering that we got this, we got this very awesome gigantic green candle bar that, you know, just got injected into this downtrend and then pushing Bitcoin daily time frame out of the downward, downtrend. And now it's sort of stopping here. So on the daily time frame, on the daily, right? Oops. On the daily, Paley. Never mind. On the daily, right now, it's definitely looking a lot better than 3 days ago. Say 3 days ago, we have this crazy downward trend, and we don't know whether or not 40,000 is gonna hold. But now we're at 48. Crazy, right? Crazy. But so on the daily, what we're looking for the daily support and resistance. So right now, it's very easy for you to draw with your eyes, I would say. So this will be the resistance. This will be the support. And what are we going to do? We're going to look for opportunities to trade, right? But between these two, there's actually another one here. Can you see it? Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, because I have an alert set up here so that I'm going to delete the alert so it's easier for you guys to see. So I'm just going to draw a horizontal line here. This one acts as a daily support. And then I'm going to draw a line here. This will act as the daily resistance. Now that we've defined our support resistance, we should be going in to smaller time frame to look for opportunities. And I usually start looking for opportunities at 4-hour time frame because it's big enough, but not too refined. And later, if you look at my other videos, that's analyzing other coins, you will often find out that in cryptocurrency trading, world, the 4-hour time frame is has a lot of clean support resistance exchange. And what I mean by that, so like this is clean, right? This is reasonably clean. So you have this very clean support resistance exchange. There's no candle bars going up and down like this, right? And this is the largest time frame that I can find have these kind of clean cutoffs. Basically a clean cutoff means that because we're doing technical analysis, right? We're looking for patterns, we're looking for signals, and the signals that I'm looking for, that my system uses, is clean cutoff, breakout, rebounds, bounce back, retesting of the support here, and then I'll get in here. So that would be my signal. So having a clean cutout would be very, very important. And coming back to Bitcoin, right? How do you find out, whether or not you should trade? So first of all, should we get in now? Maybe not. Reason being, the current price is now at 48,000, right? 48,000. It's going pretty well. It's going bullish, right? Look at this, right? You can see with your own eyes. The lows are slowly going up, but the highs are being stopped here. So chances are, when price hits here, it's gonna find a direction, whether breakout or it gets bounced back. Depends on your actual trading plan, right? Are you gonna hold longer term or short term? You will have to look at the possibility of the price hitting 48,500, then bounce back. And right now we're at 48. There's only $500 space. It's a bit too small for me to trade comfortably because chances are it might not go here and then gets push down like this. So the risk of, if you're longing here, the risk is pretty high, because considering, you know, we're really close to the ceiling right here. But if you're shorting here, that means that you have a higher, you know, probability of succeeding? Maybe not, because, you know, the trend's telling us that it's moving up, right? So right now in this kind of position, I don't have an edge. I don't have, you know, it could go up or down, like in equal probability. I just have no idea where it's going. So it's probably not the best idea to get in right now. But at what time should we get in? Or more precisely, at what price should we get in, right? Because it's more important. The price level is actually more important than time. Based on the current trend, we can actually identify our trading plan like this. So breakout here. Usually I'll be looking for retest of this support resistance, either here or here. It didn't come back, right? It didn't come back. It stopped kind of here. So I wasn't available when the price comes back here. Oh, enlarge it. Nah, I wasn't available here. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I was doing. But since I missed this, there's not a lot of, you know, great opportunity to trade or to enter the market, because it just goes up and down, up and down. If you missed here, this will be the best opportunity to get in, because if you check out the pattern, right? Breakout, comes back, and this is the pattern you're looking for. At least this is a pattern that I found having a lot higher probability. So you might have other patterns. You might have you might use moving average, which I'll talk about later in a different video. But I tend not to mix these signals, these indicators, and I try not to make my chart very complex. Like you probably will see those crazy charts from other people, but then, you know, I hate looking at them because I don't know what I'm looking at. But this is clean. So, you know, looking at this, do some trace, and then I sort of know that, you know, even without needing to trace it, we are in this consolidating phase, and it's gonna choose a direction whether to go up or go down. So what I'll be doing is really, I will be waiting for price to break out again here, and then comes back. But then I will be I will be very cautious right now. You know, considering that I do long position only. It's kind of, you know, it's a bit tricky, riskier to actually continue to long the market, given, you know, how you know, the external economical world looks like right now, with a taper, with you know, commodities price rising, with everything that's happening right now. And then there's this, you know, Chinese government is trying to regulate the market, banning Bitcoin, OTC exchange altogether. God knows what's gonna happen. There's a lot of uncertainty, you know, in the air. I will follow the trend for sure, but then I will be very, very cautious. Plus, this like, we're at 48,000 already. You know, this is crazy, right? We're at 48,000 already, and it's really close to the previous high, which is 52. That's why you want to look at the. This is why you want to look at larger, bigger time frame, because it's easier to tell. The highest, like the previous high is actually at 48, which is exactly where we are right now. And then that the high before that is at 53,000. So there's only like some $100 sort of space for it to go up. But right now it's very close to the previous high. Like, that's why we set up the resistance, right? And if it breaks out, and there's approximately $700 of space to go again, but for that $700, you're gonna risk what? I don't know. Like the maximum that I'm willing to risk will be $100, and no more than that. So if it breaks out, and I will be obliged. My system is that whenever I see these signals, the trend works out. It's 4-hour timeline and blah blah blah, right? And then we have this standard pattern that we're seeing. I will get in no matter what I think, but I will set the stop loss very close. So my trading plan will be, considering everything, once it breaks out, retest, I'll get in here, but I'll set the stop loss to be at 48,500 ish. So I will be riding on this support resistance line, just to make sure that I have the least amount of stop loss that I can have in order to test out whether or not this will go. All right. And if it comes back and then, stops here, I will get in because there's I'll get in here with the same position. But I'll also set my stop loss very close. Like very, very close, because there's just a lot of black swan events potentially happening out there, and if the market goes to a different direction, it will go like this. And if you don't have your stop loss here, you can set it anywhere here, but it's gonna hit your stop loss, right? If this happens, that is, and you're gonna end up losing money anyways. So might as well lose the least amount of money and test out if this works. So this is called a smart gamble. We gamble the market knowingly that we're going to gamble the market. We're going to gamble. We're going to test out if the probability is on our side, but with a well-controlled risk. And then we just keep doing it. As long as the risk-reward ratio works out, you're gonna make consistent profit. So that's how the whole system works. It's very simple, but it's very difficult to execute because if you follow the system, you'll know that technical analysis or trading techniques, it's actually not that hard. There are a lot of different indicators that you can use. If you develop your own system, it's not that hard. What's more difficult really is to have the right kind of mindset, and to be in the right kind of mindset when extreme cases happen, and you have the courage to actually stop loss, to cut your loss right away, and more so when you have profits, that you will take the profit and potentially leave some money on the market without becoming too greedy. And that's actually very difficult to follow. But that I can help you. But what I can help you really is to share with you how to analyze the market. And here comes the disclaimer: these are not financial advices. Please do not use them. The content that I produced are mostly for entertainment only. Maybe do not listen to me. Do not follow my trades, because I might quit my position. I might change my plan. The market changes every 15 minutes. My trading plan right now works, but then it's probably not going to work for the next 15-minute candle bar, and I will get out. I will change it. It's ever developing. So yeah. And that's it actually. So Bitcoin might be going up at 48,000, and then or it might go down, or we'll be continuing this consolidating market. It's actually quite boring knowing this, but there's nothing we can do. Let's wait for another breakout. This breakout didn't give me too much opportunity to get into the market, so it caught me by surprise. But then again, that's just life. You can't be on top of every single opportunities out there. But when this happens, do you know what else will also happen? A lot of very nice altcoins are going to make interesting movements. I'm just gonna talk about them a little bit, then maybe I'll switch to a different video to talk about other things. But Komodo is actually doing really well, 10% from yesterday. This is on my list. Shiden Network, which is SDN, made a significant breakout. So that's 6%. Rune just made a 5% breakout. Komodo is continued. Wow, the trend keeps going. Ooh, okay. All right. So there's definitely opportunities out there for altcoins when Bitcoin's doing consolidation like this. So just to watch your coin, make sure that you got it there. So that's it for Bitcoin. I'm going to quickly do ETH and then okay. I'm gonna quickly do ETH and be done with it. So this is 4-hour daily time frame. So I do type in Chinese. It's easier to recognize on the chart with everything that's English. So 4-hour daily Atom satisfaction zone. I actually don't know the correct terminology for this. I learned it from a friend. I read the book, but it's just unreliable information. Anyways, so Ethereum is actually going really well. The reason being, look at all these support resistance that I have done, and what do you see here? You see a very clean cut, right? Very clean, and this comes out clean, and it has this very nice, retest of 3100 before it exploded into space, and did a small retest here, and then another one here. So it's very standard bullish trend. This is a very, very nice standard bullish trend on the 4-hour time frame. And for that, actually, it's doing a lot better than from the chart perspective. It looks a lot better than what we're seeing for Bitcoin. But unfortunately, there's still not a lot of opportunities for us to get in, because first of all, if we leverage Atom Theory, for those who, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna do a quick Atom Theory here. Oh, this is 4-hour. So for the 4-hour time, for the 4-hour satisfaction, okay. So we might have to lower it here. All right. So we're approaching very quickly the 4-hour satisfaction zone, and that means that price of ETH might either go up or go down, like this. And then there's no immediate point of entry. Let's see. Yeah, there's not a lot of immediate point of entry entering here, but if I move this up a little bit, if you feel risky, right, eager to get in, and if you move up the support resistance like this, there's probably opportunity for you to get into the market. I'll just delete this. When price comes back down like this. When 3351 is retested, you can probably get into the market because we're seeing this signal here. And this is the 4-hour support resistance exchange. It's not the best one because, the best one is here. But this is still, it works out. But the risk factor might be a bit higher. That's why you still will need to be observing the end of this. So what I'll do is I'll probably use, I'll probably get in, I'll see if I can get in at 33.52 and then set my stop here at 33.41. So this will be my trading plan for the next few hours. If it gets down here and the support is validated, and then I will have about $200 of range. So that's a lot healthier than Bitcoin, right? That's a lot healthier than Bitcoin. All right. So my trading plan will be here if it comes down here. If it goes up, then I'll probably have to look at it again to set another trading plan. But right now it's just I'm waiting for ETH to come back to 34. Because before it makes a breakout, there's not a lot for me to do. Maybe this is another one. Maybe this is another one that I can perhaps try to force myself into the market, but then I don't feel comfortable because it's just I'm just looking for ways to get into the market, and that's not right because you really have to wait and see. Wait for the signals that you have. Plus, these two candle chart, like these two, are concerning because it means that prices are getting pushed down, right? People are selling a large amount of ETH right here. So, yep, I'll be waiting for the price to come down here. This will be my trading zone. When the price gets here, I'll be paying more attention to it. Okay, so that's ETH. And for those who stayed, I'm going to share with you the list of the coins that I've been watching. So it'll be I will be recommending to pay more attention. Like at least Ray will be very nice. BNB will be something interesting. Definitely pay major attention to. Let's see. Yep. ICP is also doing reasonably well. It's holding up okay here. So the support got shifted down a little bit. But I mean, but at least $49 is what was getting tested right now. And if it holds, it's definitely a pretty good opportunity to get in. And then there's a $3 range, at least for it to trade. That's 7%, right? Solana is doing great. But right now it's trying to break. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go. So it's just break the previous resistance, and it's actually I would say there's Solana might actually be going back to 200. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much.